Well, guys, they're running out of Bitcoin. It's official. It's official. I want to break down some of these numbers for you. I know it sounds crazy, but this is, well, been crazy nonstop for a while now, and they're running out. I'm going to break down those numbers for you, break down the news stories, break down the on-chain metrics that we're seeing, take a look at the charts, talk about Ethereum, talk about meme coin madness that's been going on over the last few days, plus dive into some other crypto news going on, altcoins, stuff like that. It's going to be a good time. I hope you're ready. And of course, answering your questions in the second half of the stream. So let's blast into the news. Let's get it. So, Bitcoin currently doing things, heading up towards $64,000. Great analysis, Lark. Look, we're right now above this very, very key area for Bitcoin. It's very interesting, actually, to see where we are. This very key area, this red box here that we've been talking about for a while. That, of course, around $60,000 to $62,000. Well, the weekly candle is above that. The weekly candle from last week closed above that. New weekly candle starting out just above that. We'll see what happens. Definitely a good spot to be looking at, though. My head is above that chart there, so you guys can see it. Okay, there we go. Right there. Boom. Very good spot to be. I like it. You like it. It's fantastic. What's happening? We're running out of Bitcoin. What a claim. What a thing to say, Lark. Well, it's true. We've, of course, been discussing that miners have basically shot their load already and run their balances right down. But there's quite a few others here, factors here that are really at play. OTC desks, and we talked about this the other day, but the OTC desks were running out of Bitcoin. Well, now it seems the OTC desks are basically out of Bitcoin. That's the data according to Glassnode, tracking just American OTC platforms. And according to them, they're out of Bitcoin. Did you hear that? The OTC desks ran out of Bitcoin, guys. They don't have any more. Felipe, that's an interesting one. Felipe Porto says, can you confirm the rumor that Qatar is buying Bitcoin for his treasury? Nobody can confirm that rumor. I know Max Kaiser, I think, started that a while ago. We have this mystery Bitcoin whale address. Have you guys heard about this address? There's a Bitcoin address that has been nonstop buying 100 Bitcoin every single day for a while now. And they have about $3 billion worth of Bitcoin currently sitting on that wallet, which is very interesting, isn't it? Isn't it? Yes. On exchange balances, keep falling down. Lowest level in 6 years. Pretty interesting stuff. This is a pretty crazy number, too. Bitcoin balances on exchange decreased by 32,000 Bitcoin yesterday. That was crazy numbers, man. Largest daily net outflow of BTC from exchanges since December 2022, which of course was a different time back then. Everybody was smart money, was panic buying back in December 2022. Everybody else was panic selling. Of course, people were just taking the Bitcoin off exchanges in general because everybody's worried that their exchange is going to be the next one to have the FTX-like collapse. This is a pretty crazy one too. Got to actually take myself off the screen here real quick just so you can see the craziness of this. Record high demand as record inflows into accumulation addresses have happened. This is about 58,000 Bitcoin or something the other day. Huge, huge numbers we're talking about here. Wild amounts of Bitcoin being taken off of exchanges right now. OTC desks are out of Bitcoin. Think about how crazy this is. We haven't even mentioned the word ETF yet in the stream, have I? ETFs are still out there, guys. They're still out there. Interesting one from HODL 15 Capital, pointing to an uptick in retail buying of Bitcoin. Of course, these are addresses that hold between 1 and 100 Bitcoin. So I don't know how retail focused necessarily. The 0 to 1 guys. Yeah. Anybody who has above 1 Bitcoin, I mean, I guess you're retail still, but you start getting up to 10 Bitcoin plus. I mean, like, dude, you got some Bitcoin. Like, what up? What up? Anyway, huge accumulation numbers going right across the board here. And as the Bitwise chief investment officer says, Bitcoin can reach $100,000 to $200,000 or higher in 2024. He says there's just too much damn demand and not enough supply. Where are they going to keep finding the Bitcoin? You have to remember the peculiar thing about Bitcoin is that 75% of the coins are in the hands of people who aren't necessarily interested in selling their Bitcoin. Hasn't moved in over a year on chain. This whole run up, people are just sitting there watching it. 75% of the Bitcoin and the people who hold it are just sitting there casually watching the price go up, living their lives, moisturized, unbothered, in their lanes, chilling. They don't care. Now, some of those people, they've exited fiat. They're not coming back. Bitcoin is the escape plan. It is their life insurance policy financially. You can't convince those people to sell their Bitcoin for dirty, stinky fiat. You see what's going on here? Miner production is being outstripped 10x or more on average right now by Bitcoin ETF providers. And there was a bit of a slowdown near the end of the week last week, so there's that. But overall, seeing huge demand, way outstripping the ability of miners to produce that Bitcoin. And then you realize you have this moment, this epiphany. Oh, crap, the Bitcoin halving is coming in less than 2 months. So that's 7 weeks away now. Yeah. Holy crap. Holy crap, man. The numbers just don't make sense. And the reason they don't make sense is because all this crap can't keep happening. OTC desks running out, miners running out, exchange balances dropping, retail accumulation increasing, all this kind of stuff. Bitcoin ETFs outstripping demand, Bitcoin halving coming without the damn price going up significantly. There will be 20-30% pullbacks. Investing in crypto is risky. You can lose all your money. If you want to see a full risk statement on investing in crypto, you can find that down in the description of the pinned comment on X. You'll also see my full portfolio there of all the coins that I own. Hey, real quick, let's do a shout out today's sponsor, which is CoinLedger. Thanks to CoinLedger for sponsoring today's live stream, guys. Tax season's coming up. I know, death and taxes, two things that suck but are inevitable. Well, at least you got to do the tax thing. You can do it properly. We know that government agencies, three-letter agencies, are all looking to crack down on people who are misreporting their crypto taxes, or worse, trying to avoid. Don't be afraid. There's a solution. You can get some great software to help you tackle your tax situation. Guys over at CoinLedger, free portfolio tracking. They're an official TurboTax partner as well. They're also have integrations with all the major tax providers. They allow you to add on over 500 different exchanges, blockchains. They got all the big coins covered. They also have international support. So it's not just for Americans or Australians. It's like 20 or 30 countries. So if you're in Ireland or you're in Spain or Denmark or somewhere like that, they also got you covered. So huge integrations, huge potential. Now, it's actually free to get your account, get your things set up, connect your wallets, all that kind of stuff. See what you actually have in terms of tax obligations. They also cover NFTs and DeFi and stuff like that. You only pay when you want to download a report. Link in the description. Thanks again to CoinLedger sponsoring today's stream. So let's take a look here. This is an interesting thought from Daniel Roberts. He says, Bitcoin needs to go to $1 million per coin or we have a problem. He says $500 million ETF daily inflow equals any price less than $1 million, and Wall Street needs to search for coins. Only 450 new coins soon to be available. This is bigger than anyone imagined, referring back to the Balaji's guy who basically said, yeah, Bitcoin's going to $1 million, whatever, in like 90 days, which was a ridiculous claim to make. Of course, it wasn't going to go there in 90 days, but it's probably going to go there a lot sooner than people think. Now, interesting. Here's a cool chart shared by CryptoCon. Bitcoin is nearing the first of the indicators suggest a cycle top is in. The golden ratio multiplier says the Bitcoin tops come at one level below the last. Of course, that is something that could be broken, obviously, simply because the Bitcoin ETF never existed in previous models. We have unprecedented demand happening. Now, maybe that indicates a mid-cycle top where we have this correction down towards the Bitcoin halving. The Ides of March, beware the Ides of March. We wake up tomorrow and Wall Street's just, we're done buying. We're only going to sell now. That would cause a lot of panic. I don't know. I think there's huge demand, with too much demand going on right now. Everything we just mentioned. Still, though, this whole run has been pretty damn crazy. Again, I got to take myself off the screen so you guys can see the whole thing of the chart here. Okay. This whole run's been pretty damn crazy. And in a lot of ways, it's unprecedented. So things like this, while in the past have had interesting relevance, may not have so much relevance anymore. And I'm not throwing shade here, just it's worth keeping in mind that we are already breaking some of our modeling that we use with Bitcoin, like the 0.618 Fibonacci retracement line. Normally, our pre-Bitcoin halving rallies only get up to that line and then go back down. This one broke it, and we're still heading higher. In fact, Bitcoin right now, here's perspective, guys, because this is crazy. It blows my mind. All right. Just to understand the simple reality of this, Bitcoin right now, 7%. Let's call it 8%. Let's round up. We're 8% under the previous all-time high, guys. Guys, is anybody out there? What's going on? Holy crap. Anyway, let's talk about Ethereum. Ethereum also raging, having a beautiful rally recently. Still, though, has not got past our major area of price resistance. Remember that area of price resistance we were talking about? Our Diplodocus structure here. Big, beautiful tail. Got our legs there and a big, long neck stretching up to get those tasty leaves in the profit zone. The green leaves, right? Not those kind of green leaves, guys. Come on. Keep the head in the game here. Right there. Interesting. $3,500 currently where we're tapped out at. Now, obviously, it's not going to take a lot to cut through that with the demand, with the hype building around an Ethereum ETF, with the hype building around the Dencun upgrade. More on that in a minute and how that affects layer twos, by the way, coming soon to a blockchain near you. It's pretty interesting to see if we did get a correction there. It would make sense to get a correction there, or even some consolidation there. But the way the market's been recently feels crazy. That being said, one of the classic indicators of holy crap, the markets are overheated, meme coins pumping like crazy, which is exactly what we're having right now. Now, again, we can only talk in previous models, what has happened, what has worked, what has given us the ability to have some kind of what could happen next moments in the markets. And that one of those big ones has been meme coins pumping like crazy, which is exactly what's happening right now. We're seeing wild, wild gains. Dog with hat. Yep. The meme coin whose sole value proposition is that the picture of the dog also has a hat. Future finance, guys. We are blasting right through the bleeding edge of technological innovation here, going right back around the other side. That's how far advanced we are now. We put hats on the dogs this time, man. I'm telling you, you have no idea how bullish this cycle is going to be. You laugh, but it's true. Anyway, guys, normally when we see huge meme coin pumps, that means the market is reaching its farther end on the risk spectrum. That being said, with so many models breaking right now, you can't fully say, well, this is going to be that, or this is going to be this way, because we have a lot of unprecedented things happening right now. Nevertheless, this is one of those moments that if it weren't for the fact that Wall Street's probably going to ape into another $1 billion or $2 billion of Bitcoin this week, would say, hey, maybe it's time to have a little bit of caution in the markets. And that could still be true. Just a thought for you guys. By the way, we're actually going to run a fun meme coin experiment pretty soon. So keep an eye out for that. We're going to buy a bunch of meme coins and see how they play out. I hope you guys enjoy that video, and I hope we don't just burn up $1,000 buying meme coins that go to zero. Yeah. Anyway, love meme coins. They're great. They don't have any use case aside from, of course, the number going up from time to time, which is one of the best use cases in crypto. If we're being honest with ourselves, right? And sometimes it's important to be honest with yourself. If you're being honest with yourself, what is the best damn use case of any crypto coin you can possibly imagine? The number going up. And it also proves the point. We love Bitcoin, big Bitcoin fans around here, in case you haven't noticed that over time. But had you invested in Pepe or Bonk or Dog with Hat, or let's see how our elegantly cultural cock and you has done this week. It's French, guys. COQ. It's French, right? Come on. 83% this week. There you go. Everything's outperformed Bitcoin in these meme coin categories. Of course, there's huge risk. A lot of these meme coins go to zero. They're not great long-term investments, all this kind of stuff, huge speculation, basically gambling, if we're really being honest. But investing in a meme coin, I used to be a little more let's say, critical of meme coins. Now I've accepted it. Meme coins are great. Everybody loves meme coins. Let's all hope they all go to the moon and everybody makes a bunch of money, because I want that to happen for you guys. But when you invest in a meme coin, it is essentially a way to invest in the culture of the internet, the culture of the cryptocurrency markets. That's what meme coins represent. They represent a financial instrument of culture. That's my thesis on it anyway. Pretty cool stuff, though. Congrats to all meme coin holders. I've only got, well, what is it? Probably $1,500 or something like that worth of cock and you. We actually bought some cock and you for the $10,000 to $100,000 challenge that we're doing in the newsletter. By the way, if you're not signed up to the newsletter, sign up. You can follow us on that journey. It's about aping into low cap coins, meme coins, fun stuff like that, as well as doing a whole truckload of airdrop farming. So we're going to be very curious to see how this portfolio works out. If you want to follow along with that portfolio as we go through that journey in the newsletter, then check it out. Or, of course, if you just want to get the latest in the news, DeFi, tutorials, altcoin alpha, deep dives on altcoins, and so much more, than sign up to the newsletter. Over 100,000 people a week read this bad boy. You can too, for free. Check it out. So all this meme coin madness has been very good for Solana dexes. So this is from Solana Floor. They said, breaking out of the 3 top decentralized exchanges, 2 of them are Solana based. Look at that. That's, of course, Jupiter and Orca. Collectively, both of these Solana decentralized exchanges now hold 27% of the overall market share by volume. So if they were one exchange, they would be ahead of even the long-held top dog position, Uniswap on Ethereum. That's pretty interesting, isn't it? That's also potentially very good for my Jupiter bags. They're heavy. They're gonna be $5, man. I'm telling you. One of these days, when I wake up and Jupiter's gonna be $5, I go, yes. Yes. Until that day, I wait. Lots of big things coming for Jupiter, of course. Airdrops now for Jupiter holders, which I think is going to be a very positive thing for Jupiter holders in terms of getting some more excitement around the Jupe token, launch pads, all that fun stuff coming up. Anyway, why are people aping into meme coins on Solana and not Ethereum? Because it costs $70 right now to make a swap on Ethereum, man. Still costs under a penny to do it on Solana. You wonder where retail's going to go when they come into the market. Well, there you go. Ethereum, man. Hey, by the way, we do have a big upgrade coming for Ethereum. I'll break this more down in a video for you guys very, very soon, so keep an eye out for that. That being said, we have the Ethereum Dencun upgrade coming on the 13th, which is 9 days away now or something like that. Very exciting, because this is going to have a 60x cost savings for Ethereum layer 2s, which means that layer 1 becomes more efficient because it's less data is being required on layer 1. So it's got a positive knock-on effect for layer 1s, very positive knock-on effect for layer 2s, because you might see, for example, an Arbitrum fee going from $1 or $2 to a few pennies or less. Very interesting. Very, very interesting here. Also, Arbitrum this week announcing a long-term collaboration with the Robinhood app that will encompass features dedicated to lowering the barrier for onboarding new users into Web3. Fantastic. So that obviously means that my bags should be pumping, right? Let's have a look here. This massive game-changing partnership for Arbitrum. What's going on? It's like a stable coin, isn't it? It's been stuck at $2. Come on, Arbitrum. You guys have all this massive news, the Dencun upgrade coming, and you got freaking partnership with Robinhood, man. Oh, nothing. And nothing, Arbitrum. Come on, Arbitrum bags. What's going on? I got huge bags. Huge bags. I was 3% right before. I don't know. Big Arbitrum bags. It's been a slow burn. Now I am in profits on my Arbitrum bags. I think my average entry price was like, I don't know, $1.40 or something like that, $1.30. I don't exactly remember, but yeah. So it's been good so far, I guess. Way underperformed most other things. And of course, now we are faced with this problem. Hoopman, great name. It's been almost a year since the launch of the ARB token, and the first unlocks for Arbitrum investors coming in the next 2 weeks. $2.19 billion worth of Arbitrum will be unlocked. That's the equivalent of 82% of the current circulating supply. What? That's a lot of ARB tokens. 60% going to team advisors, rest going to investors like A16Z and Pantera and all these guys. That's a big unlock. Now, of course, some of those tokens will enter the market. I'd say a large portion of them will be held. Some of these big VCs and stuff, they're not necessarily rushing, like, market dumping their bags. They're going to go to market makers, stuff like this. They'll try to be an orderly exit, but yeah. The Arbitrum bags. Anyway, we'll see. It's one of the few bags I've considered cutting for a while, so I'll see what happens with that. Whether I decide to do that before then, or if everybody's trying to front run the release, and actually the release is not going to end up being a very big deal. Sometimes these unlocks are just really not a big deal at all. And the market FUDs them, and actually the pain in the market happens before the unlock, and after the unlock, everything's kind of okay. But an 87% increase in supplies, pretty dramatic, if you ask me. Anyway, let's dive into it, guys. We got a special treat today. Look at this. Vishy Catalan. No Perrier today, guys. We're going for gold. We're having listen to the sizzle. Oh yeah. It's a briny one. This is I was drinking some of this over the weekend with the wife. It's almost like salt water. It's good. So grab your drinks if you haven't already. Cup of coffee, beer, whatever your some Vichy Catalan water. And let's talk crypto, guys. Let's talk shop. What do you guys want to talk about today? Michael Burrito says, I own a small business. Is there any proof of stake system I can use in store that can take customer card payments and have them transferred to crypto? Not exactly sure. I used to be a little more clued in on the proof of point of sale systems, proof of stake, no, point of sale systems for crypto. I know there were. You probably just would want to find an integration, I don't know, and have them transferred into crypto. It's an interesting one. I mean, there's workarounds of that. You can just have it set up to do auto buys from your bank account and stuff like that for every time you, I don't know, depends on your bank account, of course, but you can just send out weekly or whatever from that. In terms of being able to take crypto, maybe that's something it's interesting for you as well in terms of your point of sale systems. There are point of sale systems that allow you to do that. You can just put up a QR code as well if you want people to pay you in Bitcoin and stuff like that. Probably not going to get many people doing it, but you might get some. At least it starts some conversations and maybe make a new friend and signals to people that, hey, at the shop that I can go and spend on crypto if I want to. But in terms of taking card payments and having them transferred into crypto, I'm not exactly sure, but it's an interesting question. So thanks for asking it. Okay. Where are we up to? Joe says if they're out of Bitcoin, the price is still below all-time high. It makes no sense at all. It does make no sense, but here we are. I mean, there's still Bitcoin out there, right? It's not to say everybody's out of Bitcoin, but the OTC desks are, which is quite fascinating. The miners have sold most of their Bitcoin. So, yeah. Lark, Robinhood has been listing meme coins with Pepe before a bunch of other serious projects with high utility. Is it even really worth aping anything other than meme coins until the end of the bull run? Well, it's an interesting question, Blair. And I don't have a great answer for you. It is interesting, but the reality is Robinhood's responding to what people want. And as I've long said about Chainlink, Chainlink's big problem is that it has a boring logo. They needed to call it DogLink. Put a dog on the logo, and then people go, oh, DogLink, that's a popular one. Let's go buy that. I like dogs. Instead of trying to understand what oracles do and random verifiable function and CCIP and the game-changing partnerships and all that stuff, the problem with meme coins is that, and the great thing about meme coins is that it's just so easy to understand. It's so retail ready, unfortunately. all these great technological solutions. Man, I was reading this deck the other week and it was just like, holy crap, you guys like need to leave your house once in a while. You are such intense nerds. Nobody's going to get this crap. What is this? I mean, okay, sure, great technology you're working up here. But man, oh man, makes you understand. And I'm in crypto full time. Okay. And I was reading through that. It's like, what is this crap? Why does it have to be written like this? Why can't you just explain your idea simply? Nobody understands about your whatever layers and all this crap. Nobody cares either. Very few people care, at least. And that's why meme coins are so popular. You don't have to understand anything. I like dogs. I'm going to buy the one with the hat on it because that's funny. And I like funny things and I like dogs. Oh, and look, the price is going up. That means this is a good one. Look, there's a lot of other narratives that are going to do super well. I think AI and gaming are two super massive narratives. AI, because everybody knows AI is hyped and people aren't necessarily going to understand the AI coins that they're buying. There's going to be a lot of bullshit AI coins too, for being real. But they'll pump because people go, crypto AI, number go up. Gaming is the same kind of narrative, in my opinion, to meme coins because it's an easy to understand concept. Again, tokenomics gonna be shit, and a lot of tokens aren't going to capture value adequately, and there's gonna be all kinds of just utter scamming bullshit or just crap going around in the market, just like there is meme coins. But it's an easy idea to understand. Oh, look at that game. I like that game. I'm going to buy the token for it because other people will probably like the same things I like, and it'll go up in price. But dude, I feel you. I feel you, man. I feel like anybody who had a portfolio of just like Bonk and Pepe and Whiff or whatever the past 2 months is like they're got a yacht. They got 2 yachts. One named Bonk and one named Whiff, and they just sail them next to each other. It's been crazy. Shout out, of course, to everybody making money on meme coins right now. I love you guys. Steven says, Fetch is my top performing altcoin. It's an AI coin. There you go. See, there you go, guys. Tony, they need to change the XRP logo to one with a Rottweiler on it or something. Yep, that's it, man. That's it. You gotta connect with where the investors are, and the investors. Think about this, and maybe for some of you, this is your first day in crypto. Welcome, by the way. Welcome, really. For you guys who've been around for a few years, try to remember back to your first day in crypto, how overwhelming all of it is. Trying to learn about anything, let alone trying to really identify ideas and understand deeply. And it's nuts. And then you see a dog coin. You go, I understand that idea. I'll buy that one. There you go. That's all you need to understand. All right. Good questions, guys. Forget yachts, they now own islands. Yes. In 1,000 years, they'll wonder, why is this called Whiff Island? There's a statue of a dog with a hat. Curious people, these people from 1,000 years ago, they apparently worshipped dogs with hats. Lark, can you critique my portfolio? I should do some more portfolio roasts one of these days, but I don't have it on the agenda right now. We got lots of other stuff coming up. I'm trying to focus on getting a lot of educational content out for you guys. I know there's so many new people coming to the space right now. Plus, people have you guys been around for a while, some of you guys, and man, sometimes it's just hard to keep track of all the things happening. So again, we're going to be releasing truckloads of educational content here on the channel, starting from tomorrow. I guess we got the Ethereum Dencun video, which is really breaking down what Dencun is, and we're going to be doing lots of coin reviews. Again, no BS coin reviews, not sponsored any crap like that. Just here's the coin, here's what it does, here's the pros, here's the cons. You make your own decision. We're going to literally probably be reviewing 150 coins over the next 10 months. So obviously, none of those will be, hey, run out and buy this coin just because I'm talking about it. And we're going to make those disclosures very clear, of course. So even when I own a token, of course, obviously, as always, but very clear when those situations that this is not just to run out and ape onto a coin, but for the education for you to make your own decision, because that's what we want to do here on the channel. Teach you guys how to fish, not give you fish. Because long term, you're probably not going to win if I just give you fish. But if I teach you how to fish, if I can be some part of the inspiration of helping you learn the ways of the rivers and how to cast your flies out and all that stuff, then I feel like I'm winning at what I do. So anyway, where are we up to here? Let's find another one here. Crush Beast 29. I'm seriously thinking this is the top. What do you think? We're not even back to all-time highs yet. Could we have a major correction? Yes. And I feel like, again, a lot of what we're seeing feels like this should be a time for a correction, but it might not be because of the unprecedented demand we're currently seeing from Wall Street. Still, though, I don't think it's the top, and we're probably just going to blast right through, but I don't know. Nobody knows. It depends on Wall Street's demand this week. Again, if Wall Street buys another $1 billion or $2 billion worth of Bitcoin this week, all bets are off. If they fail to show up to the party, all bets are off. So we'll see. Wall Street's here now. They've taken over. Brian Armstrong Coins, the CEO of Coinbase, decentralized science project. So many coins, man. So many coins. It's just wild. You're just like drinking from a fire hose every single day. Crypto Prince, Bonk is my top performing coin. $2,500 turned to $115,000 sold. Boom. I love it. Thank you for sharing that. That's amazing. I just celebrate it, man. I celebrate you guys' wins so much. I love hearing this kind of stuff. I love hearing you guys make money. This is awesome. He said was listed on Binance and left 20K Moonbag. And that's a great way to do it too. You know, you got in early, you made truckloads of money off. That's like, for most people, man, those are life-changing gains. I hope you did something good with it. I hope you were able to, you know, pay off some debt or buy yourself something nice, whatever your life situation is. I don't know. But I hope you were able to do something nice with that money and actually enjoy that win, because that's a big win, man. You should really pat yourself on the back for that. Holding it that long, not getting out sooner. And then you got your Moonbag left because, hey, you know what? You might turn that 20K into another 100K because that's how the crypto markets are. So yeah, cool stuff, man. Cool story. Thanks for sharing. I like it. Try and catch up. Always getting behind the chat here. Steven says, any thoughts on the Binance Launchpad? Too easy to be true. I mean, the Binance Launchpad, basically, if you have hundreds of thousands of dollars of BNB tokens, like some OGs in the space, you're probably going to make some money off of it. If you're just like a regular dude, there's probably better ones out there. I know there was some drama around Ape Terminal around a month ago, but man, they've been busting out some bangers ever since then. CoinList, again, these are all hard to get into. You got to get into a lottery system, and it's kind of BS. I know. But if you're diligent and you get into just one of these sales, you can make some big money out of it. So yeah, I think there's much better opportunities out there compared to Binance Launchpad. Vihari says, I subscribe to your Wealth Mastery newsletter. In that you recommend altcoins. Are those an immediate buy? No. We don't. That's not what we do in the newsletter. This is perhaps common misconception. We're not telling you what coins to buy. We're not saying run out and buy this coin. That's not what we do. Okay. Again, we are running a fishing school here, right? And this is another part of the fishing school. So when we talk about a coin, we give a coin review, right? We're not saying to run out and buy us. We're not giving these sort of price predictions. Got to buy at this point and sell at this point. That's not what we do, because realistically, that's going to lead to a road of failure for the vast majority of people, because we're not going to get it right all the time. Maybe we get it right half the time, and then you're losing the other half of the time. It's not useful for anyone for us to sit there and say, hey, take this fish. Hey, take this fish, because half those fish are going to be rotten, right? We're trying to provide research for you as an investor so that you can make the best decisions for you and your portfolio. That's what we try to do, okay? So no, we're not saying run out and buy those coins. If we talk about something in the newsletter, just like if I talk about something here on YouTube, I'm not saying, hey, run out and buy this thing right now. I don't say that. We don't talk like that around here, okay? You need to do your own research, make your own decisions for buying, okay? If you're looking to somebody else to make your buying decisions for you, my guess is you're going to end up losing money consistently in this market, not making money. You might get a few wins from somebody telling you what coins to buy and holding your hand, but long term, you're probably going to get your ass handed to you. Okay. One or two more here, guys. And we're going to finish up. There's Lil View says crash coming soon. Daniel says best wallet to use in the K. I mean, any wallet. UK hasn't banned wallets or anything like that. I mean, it depends what you want. I guess you're trying to get back to British pounds. Maybe it's something to consider, but really just going to need a centralized Coinbase account or whatever for that. Yeah, lots of great wallets, man. Get yourself a hardware wallet, get a Ledger, get a Trezor, right? Get your Phantom wallet, great wallet for the Solana ecosystem. I still use MetaMask for a lot of things. Been screwing around with the Rabby wallet as well. Like the rabbit, Rabby, like the rabbit, not rabbi, like the Jewish priests, right? Anyway, one or two more here, guys. We'll finish up. Beam to the moon, yes, beam to the moon. It's just beginning. I'm pretty bullish on Beam. I think they've got a great positioning in the whole crypto gaming space. I did a heap of stuff on ZK Sync, hoping for an airdrop, but not. Well, they haven't done the snapshot yet, Dale. So if you've done a bunch of stuff, just keep waiting, man. They'll announce a snapshot, and hopefully you're going to get some stuff. So keep the faith, man. If you've done your homework, you'll probably be positioned for that. Hopefully, anyway. Okay. Lots of interesting questions coming through here, guys. Lots of interesting questions. Price prediction for VeChain. Man, it's one I just don't think about. Where are the price questions going? Not one I really think about very much, to be honest. Yeah, VeChain. What are you going to do? There's lots of coins out there, man, and it's hard to keep up with all of them, let alone think about all of them. So anyway, AVAX 250 minimum. Lark, have you seen the PNG run? I have not. I'll need to look into it. Crab coin sounds itchy. Yeah, I'm sure it is. I'm sure it is. Oh my gosh. Hey, we'll finish this one. Any comments on Polygon? Yeah, don't fade Polygon. Definitely. Those guys are hardcore. They are big time builders, big time in development space, huge partnerships. I'm actually surprised that Polygon hasn't had more hype so far this cycle, but my guess is that'll heat up. Don't have a bag of Polygon anymore. Sold it previously, made great money on it, but rooting for their success and rooting for your bags. All right, guys, let's finish up there. Peace out, and I will see you in the next stream.